Often I get asked, should women train while they're pregnant? And the answer is emphatically yes. There are many benefits to training when or during pregnancy because it helps not just the baby, but the mother as well, especially when it comes up to delivery. So, this episode here, I'm going to talk about the points and why and what to avoid while training during pregnancy. All right. So, one, for the mother, it reduces pregnancy discomfort. Often you hear people, since you're carrying a lot of weight now in your anterior chain on the front of your body, as your baby is developing, you're gonna start pulling more on your back muscles, right? So you end up have to do a lot of posterior work for you to relieve to strengthen those muscles. You have to start training on your posterior chain. All right, pardon me. Also, your mood improves. We all know that working out, if you're pregnant or not, helps with improvement of your mood. So that definitely helped during these hormonal changes because it's definitely something foreign to your body. All right. Better sleep quality as well. That's one thing that I'd often get because a lot of my clients are females. Their sleep quality during pregnancy and while they're pregnant, pardon me, in training, they would get better sleep. All right. And that would definitely help with the mood swings and everything like that. So remember, everything is connected. Okay. Not only that, you also hear the saying that, oh, I'm eating for two, which is bullshit. You have it's one stomach. The baby's connected to the umbilical cord. So whatever you eat, the baby's gonna get the nutrients from there. But it also helps with healthy weight gain. We always talk about the snapback. This is one of the problems too with why women aren't able to snap back properly because they gain too much weight, especially if you're not training and you haven't made it your lifestyle yet. These are one of the things that can be beneficial when you're working out during your pregnancy. Your snapback will be a lot better because you gain a healthy amount of weight as well. So you're not going to be obese, anything like that. And connected to with the next step, that it actually lowers the risk of diabetes because your insulin is definitely going to rise because of the extra weight you're carrying. So by staying at a healthy weight gain helps lower the risk of that because the more muscles you have, the less chance you have of diabetes, right? And this goes back to another point where I talk about stronger muscles for your posture as well. Remember, you're carrying a lot of weight now, tilting forward. So by doing a lot of rowing, lower back exercise, even planks, help strengthen those muscles. So everything is still in balance, so to speak. So you definitely want to throw in a lot of exercises that helps with your posture as well. Not only that, if you like getting shot up with epidural, getting a needle in your back, that's your prerogative. This is a judgment-free zone. But if you, one of them old school people, they ain't afraid of little pain, by exercising, it helps actually alleviate the contractions as well. Because remember, contractions are just muscle spasms, right? So when you building those muscles, it helps with that as well and eases that contraction. Not saying labor is going to be easier, because definitely, a lot of work. That's why I call this labor. But you definitely will help with the process of your delivery. And like I said, yeah, you would by strength training as well, you end up having a faster recovery postpartum. All right. Snap back the muscles, come right back. Those look at the studies of those who actually work out during pregnancies and those who don't, and look at their bodies after as well. So you should benefit anyway by working out. Now for your baby, healthy birth weight, improved placenta function, which is very good. There's a lot of nutrients in the placenta that a lot of people don't talk about. It lowers the risk of complications, especially this day and age, which I find kind of mind-boggling. You always hear about with so much advanced technology, there's a lot of more risk that's being that's more available now in this time in age in comparison to back then. Recent, like I said, it's mind-boggling. All right. Also, now you want to have another thing too when training, and you have a trainer. You have to program your workout schedule effectively and properly. So the first trimester, you really don't want to do nothing crazy. So always start off with like walking. There's strength training. These are exercises that you can do: Pilates, swimming, cycling, stationary, and work on definitely breathing and floor work. A lot of people really don't pelvic floor work because remember, those Kegel exercises definitely help. And also, too, with Kegels, not just for the grip, it also helps you with urination. Because remember, those are muscles that end up loosening because the pressure that the baby is putting on your pelvic area or your pelvic bone, and on your bladder, so you will drip a lot. So by performing Kegels, it definitely help reduce the leakage, so to speak, right? So of course, before any training situation, you want to get medical clearance because safety is always first. During the but after the first trimester, you want to prevent or limit laying on your back a lot. That's why women always sleep on their side too. You don't want to do anything that increases the risk for fall, and definitely like high intensity training. You'd have to reduce that. The intensity should be like one that you can talk and you can talk while exercising. Just want to stay active. You don't want to overdo it as if when you were pre-pregnancy. All right, and definitely stay hydrated and don't overheat. Always with everything else, mindset is very important. That is very key. You want to be smart, but just stay consistent. Just keep the blood circulating because that's very important. You know, that's why you have the circulatory system. Blood is very important to that. So we have to keep it moving. So now going into the guidelines by trimester. So your first trimester is week 1 to 12. You just want to focus on energy management and habit building. Remember, your hormones are at play, they're high, and you're going to fatigue a lot and you're going to be nauseous. So your trainer or you have to really listen to your body more so than normal. And the first trimester is very critical because you don't want to have a miscarriage or anything like that during the first of 12 weeks. So you want to be very careful, right? So you walk moderate strength training. I always do strength training with my clients, but I always feel them out and keep that line of communication open with them to prevent what I said before. Mobility and breathing work, shorter sessions like 30 minutes, but we break it up and move intelligently. So like I said, you want to avoid overexhaustion, high heat environments, and pushing intensity in low energy days. So if you're really tired and you're nauseous, don't go to the gym. Walk around the block or something like that until you feel better. It's always about consistency. During the second trimester now, which is week 13 to 27, you want to focus more on strength and posture and stability. Some would even call this the feel good phase. Me personally, I do it through all all trimesters, but it's more focus and emphasis now because now you're carrying a lot more weight. So we have to strengthen those muscles, like I said before, to help give you that homeostasis, so to speak, with your posture. All right, to the best that we can, the best of our ability. So strength training, mostly posterior chain. I like to do trap bar deadlifts. I would do that. I won't do regular deadlifts. More trap bar. And what I like with the trap bar, for an example, it's it mimics you like taking up groceries because it's on the side and your hands are naturally in that position like this with your thumbs facing out. So it's very easy because when we hinge, when we pick things up from the ground anyway, to alleviate your back if done correctly. So, and it definitely is a full body exercise, which I like to throw in, right? Low impact cardio. I would always recommend women who are pregnant to do some form of cardio. Uh, when I say low impact, walking. If it's nice outside, walk around the block. Like I said, it's about that circulation. You want to strengthen those muscles, especially around your pelvic area as well and throughout the body, right? And we'll do core stabilization, which is a must. So I still throw planks in it a little bit and side planks as well, because I'm really a big fan of working your TVA, your transverse abdominis, which a lot of people don't talk about. But planks are definitely good. I don't do any crunching motion, especially in the first trimester. I really don't do any crunching. And after when you go into weeks, trimester 2 and 3, you're definitely not doing any flexion or bending of the spine or extensions of that. Of course, you still time it properly. Don't overexhaust yourself and train smart, right? You want to build up your strength for everyday life, and for birth. The last one, third trimester, is week 28 to 40, right? Now we're doing a lot more mobility, full range of motion, light and weight, of course, because that's what the primary focus is now, because you're not going to lift as much because you're carrying an excessive amount of weight. You're in the process now, or en route to deliver your child. So we still want to be intelligent in what we do. So we scale back the weight focus more on the range of motion and flexibility to a degree for your birth, right? So we don't do any heavy loading. We do a lot of no more balancing kind of movements, no unilaterals, too much like one leg up, none of that crazy stuff. Still the basics, but we lighten the load just to get you in the flow of things, right? Now we're preparing the body to open up. So this is why the mobility is very important for this, probably this trimester, because you're preparing to deliver your child. So these are things that you want to do or to keep in mind during your pregnancy, while training while you're pregnant. And you know, you'll have a healthier baby, I think. And of course, eating too is very important as well. Pardon me. You have to eat right, and thoughts as well on a more esoteric level. What you think transfers into your child. So you want to be in an environment that gives you cool, or not cool, when I say cool, attitude wise, in a calm environment. Some say read more, because those things, those type of thoughts go to your child. Even watch the movies be careful of the movies that you entertain, the thoughts you entertain, the conversations that you have, because the baby can hear it. Because remember, it's in water and sound does travel. So these things you have to be mindful as well, not just having a strong body, but a strong mind to produce a stronger child for a future generation. So keep these things in mind as well as you're going through your training. Because like I said, here, we just don't teach the physical, it's also the mental and the spiritual aspects as well. And they all harmonize to work together to give like the best or the ultimate human being, so to speak, you know what I mean, in process. So always keep that in mind. All right. So throughout the whole trimester, be smart, listen to your doctor, listen to your body. But you want to get stronger, of course. Remember to breathe, take your time, and try to do your best to regulate your hormones to have a successful pregnancy. And if you're a mom and you're looking for a program to get you started, which is efficient, to help you during your pregnancy, click the link in the bio, in the description, and I'll reach out to you and see if we can work together. Alchemy Fitness signing off, where we transfer you from let to go, train hard, train smart, and train safe. Peace.